Now let's check back in with Steve for more on the dropping temperatures. Steve?
Rob, over the next couple of days, these temperatures are going to steadily drop. Over the next couple of hours, the wind speeds will drop as well. So after sunset, that's when we'll start to get the first break with the weather, with the winds starting to calm down. They are not there yet. And as we noted earlier, it was a beautiful looking day today. And I think a lot of folks discovered that from one end of the other of the area to the other. Here is Rob in Francisville, where it's 54 degrees there, 53 degrees for Alice, and she knows that these winds are dangerous in Indiana, as well as the reports that we've gotten in Illinois. Here's one more stop, and Kristen agrees with a lot of folks. Would be a nice day if it wasn't so windy. The wind gusts there at 25 miles an hour. So no matter where you're traveling toward the lakefront, south and east, South Shore, Chicago, everybody has the same weather concerns, and we've got the same sort of weather around Homer Glen as well. I just wanted to show one more picture. We've gotten a lot of pictures, images of trees and tree damage. There's Rick, who is in Chicago Heights, and look at that. He's got the winds that were as fast as 47 miles an hour there, and there's a tree on a neighbor's house there. So be very careful. We still have those conditions for another hour or so. 30-mile-per-hour winds sustained from McHenry all the way to Gary. All of Cook County, that's the area that's got the strongest winds right now, pretty close to the same wind speeds in the western suburbs. Gusting up to 43 miles an hour at O'Hare, in the 50s around Gary and Whiting and around South Shore, Chicago. 44-mile-per-hour wind gusts around Valparaiso. So they're still very impressive wind speeds. The advisory means that we still carry this threat until 6 p.m. Travel difficult, loose objects that could be tossed around under these fast winds that are around here, and the temperatures are still quite favorable if we didn't have to put up with all these winds, getting down eventually into the 30s overnight tonight as the skies might start to clear. Low 30s in some areas. It'll be a chilly start to the day tomorrow. Don't have any threat of rain around here. Most of that is long gone to the east. What we still have is that low to the north and a high to the south, squeezing those winds around here, and that's the reason why for another day, second day in a row, we've had to deal with such strong winds. So Futurecast says, notice what happens tomorrow afternoon. It tries to give us some very light snow moving across the northern suburbs. So Lake and up in McHenry, maybe the north side of Cook County, you might have a short period of time in the afternoon where you get a little mix of snow showers or maybe some rain as well. The breezy weather tomorrow, not anywhere near what we've got now. Most of the time between 5 and 10 miles an hour. What about the weekend? It will be cold. We may not get out of the 20s all day long on Saturday. We were concerned for days that the storm coming out of the plains would give us a round of snow on the weekend. That's not looking likely now, as it takes more of a southern track. It will just help to draw down that cold air. Meanwhile, the snow goes to the south of us. The next chance of snow still with us, but it looks like it'll be Monday, Tuesday, when we could get a wintry mix. So the weekend story is not as bad as it was, unless you really don't like cold air, and who does. Bitter weather on Saturday, somewhat of a rebound on Sunday, but that's pure wintertime weather as you turn the clocks ahead over the weekend. So tonight until about 6 o'clock or after the sun sets, we've got the high winds decreasing as the night wears on. 40 degrees tomorrow. 30 degrees for a high on Friday, not even that warm on Saturday. Temperatures in the teens, both Friday night and Saturday night for those who may be going out over the weekend.
Bundle up.
Bundle up for sure. That's a wintertime forecast.
Yes, a reality check.
Yes,
Thank
indeed.
you, Steve.